world, I'm back. Well, I did just finish that that other reading. But because before I did that reading, I was doing my own work with the candle and realizing that I was tapping into a collective feeling as well, which is why I did the reading. But today is Friday, it's ruled by Venus. Venus rules Libra. We're kind of concluding Libra season, and it is a beautiful day. And I do have a song in my heart now. So, instead of, a song in my heart, look, right to the Lovers and the Six of Cups. This is that deck that I love that puts two cards in one. The Illuminated. Yeah, let's get illuminated. Let's call in the spirit of love. In all of my years of me rolling and wrestling God, my spirit team, the one thing in all of my doubting and my lack of faith, I've never once doubted love. So if you're like me sometimes, where you have a bone to pick with God, or whoever it is that you pray to, or whoever's on the spirit team, including your ancestors, sometimes it's great to just call on love, if that's something that you feel like you know and you believe in. Love is transformative, to say the least. Well, so let's call in those crowd favorites. God, Jesus, Grandma, Buddha, Archangels, all ascended masters, all of my benevolent ancestors, we're calling in love. Also, I do love Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, the two M's. Ladies, get in here. Yeah, I think we could all use some love, especially if we're coming from the other reading. Because here's the thing, just remember, hearts can be broken, but hearts can also be put back together, you know? You just gotta take those two halves and you just go ka-chunk. Okay. So let's see. Okay, so love, the spirit, the essence. Come on in. Yeah. Let's overpour. Let's get imbued. I also like to ask love to remind me of how it knows me to be, to let me see myself through the lens of love. Because I have these moments with my son, right? Where I make the connection, where I'm like, oh my God. You know, the way I look at my son, he's perfection. And not because I expect him to be perfect or I think he's perfect, just the way he is perfect. And then my heart soars, but then I ask myself, is it not possible then that I'm also like this little kid and all of divinity is looking down at me and just loving me because I'm perfect just the way that I am? And that goes for you. Okay. So love, Grandmama. Okay, this is the Eight of Cups, and I believe the Moon. Well, sometimes walking away is the most loving thing that we can do for ourselves. That is love. That is a great reminder, isn't it? Because sometimes we get so focused on the pain of having to walk away. This is the Knight of Swords. So communicating. I wonder if this is it might be a continuation, I'm not sure. Oh, as a side note, I did forget, I was gonna tack it on to the last reading, but since this kind of has a bit of a theme here, because also the Moon, the Mother, walking away, we have some writing. What I realized, this is just for my own self, but it could apply to you, because Spirit was like, oh, tack it on, and then I forgot. But again, with instead of going in the loop, making it a road the whole way through. But what I realized is that human beings were really symbolic, and we've always had ritual. Now, you would have rituals to mark, rituals around birth, rituals around death, rituals around the coming into manhood, womanhood. For women, the moon cycles. Men, it was around being a warrior, a hunter. There's all these different things. And as seen, for a lot of us, not all, because there's still a lot of thriving cultures that have kept their traditions and their ceremonies and rituals about certain things. But we've really lost a lot around our grief and our traumas, but also the living death. So it might be nice to hold a funeral for some people. Literally, make little cards, like set it up, have a little funeral, get dressed up. You can write an obituary, you could write it all out. Write it all out, every last little drop, right? And then you burn it, and then go take those ashes and set it free. That's just an aside. You might want to have a living funeral. Again, fire is great to work with, because again, it's warming, but like, look at this little flame. Well, it's not a little flame, but it is contained, and it is warming. I love working with fire. Okay, so 8 of Cups, Knight of Swords. What's next? Right into that Queen of Pentacles. Exactly. The Queen of Pentacles, it's really that foundation, right? Creating the pillars of stability. Are we done yelling out there? Yeah, walking away. There's something here about the acknowledgement. Yeah, there's this theme, even from this morning. There's something about, I'm hearing roots, like, yeah, I'm seeing like pulling out old dead roots, getting it out and burning it. You know when it's like spring or fall, but you do like the big kind of getting all the debris, the detritus, like piling it up, and then you burn it. And see, look, now she's in this equilibrium. Yeah, and it's kind of like making the 4 corners, you know? Why do we need to yell like this? Like, clearly he can't hear you, so why don't we just walk a little bit closer? Yeah, write a note. See, look, you're pouring into yourself. But see, this green, though, the extracting, getting it all out. But the container of love, yeah. Using, like, the water of love to wash away, because water is a purifier. It amplifies, but it's a purifier. Water does so many things. Yeah, allow water and love to pour over you, to imbue you. I always ask when I've got the green vitriol running through my veins, again, my North Star is always love. And if I have to get there quickly, I just think of my son. Put your hand over your heart. There's science that shows if you actually put your hand over your heart, whatever, that's a whole other tangent. Gotta stay focused. But I will ask my grandmother and love to go and find every nook and cranny within me that's got some rotty, biscotti feelings that need to be cleansed and washed with love. Beautiful. Yeah, you're pouring into yourself. Okay. Who's gonna be mad about it? Not me. Okay, so what's next? Oh, someone's talking all night. I love this. this is the Two of Wands, but to me, this is like two enraptured people. You know when you meet your kind? Yeah, this actually reminds me of the first person I truly was head over heels for. They were a Gemini, and we met in the Yukon, and the first weekend that I met them, we were at Haines, Alaska. Also, prayers for Alaska right now. But we stayed up all night talking. Yeah, you know when you find your long lost people, and it's just like bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. And see, going back to the fire, it's warming. Look how close these people are. Yes. Okay. But going back to the wounds, because again, talking about all of us, including myself, like we all want to be loved. We all are hoping that our perfect sweetheart is going to show up. Unfortunately, when you look at especially like Carl Jung's theories, but like essentially, and what I have found to be true is that yes, any wounds unattended will just show up in our environments, the people, places, and things that really stick it to us until we figure that piece out. And it's not to say that you're not going to have relationships and that there isn't going to be some good times, but for my own journey, I understand now. And that's why I've taken this hiatus of being like, not only am I happy alone, but like, I cannot afford to ever have any type of relationship like this. Like, I will always choose to be alone other than settling, you know? So I think there's something here about some kind of wound that you have. It doesn't have to be a parent wound. It could be any kind of wound. It could be a wound from a past lover as well. But there's something here about, again, pulling it out by the roots, right? Because again, with plants and stuff, not that I like killing plants, but you know what I mean if you're in the garden. Yeah, like if you just cut the tops, the roots are still there. You gotta extract the teeth. You gotta get the whole root out. Oh yeah, we're getting to the root of it. Root-a-toot-toot. Okay, so what's next? Well, the Queen of Swords. Yeah, there's communication here. Actually, we're going to clarify, because you actually might, there is this, like, again, dispelling, discharging, you know, getting it all out. But this person also has these, like, tired kind of, okay, maybe it's someone who's communicating, and then they come in, like they send you a note or drop you a line to be like, hey, I've been thinking about you. I'd love to come visit you. And then, because we do have the Two of Cups. Okay, we got a Queen of Swords here. Okay, let's get them all on the table and then we'll clarify. Okay, so we have the Eight of Cups to the Two of Cups. What is going underneath the two? The Three of Penties. Working together, collaborating, making beautiful things, not just for the self, but for everyone to enjoy. And that's why art and music, well, everything's art to me. I don't care what it is that you do. Everything is an art form, because anything that requires mastery, where you put all of your soul into something and you enjoy it thoroughly, that's art. And before anything can be made in this world, it has to start up here. Creation. Okay. Yes. Yes. I love this. Okay, so what's going underneath the Two of Wands? The Queen of Wands. Oh my. And she's got two kitties. I'm never going to be mad about having, well, I mean 4 kitties if we include the sunflowers. That's my flower. Yeah, the Queen of Pentacles, but this is earthy too because we have the flowers, so even this is that sun, that confidence, standing center stage. I think you're gonna have the confidence now. Also, I think this person is the Queen of Wands, but it's speaking to you too. You both mirror each other. Yeah, you both mirror each other. And even look at that. Yeah. You're finding your people. This could just be a best friend, I'm telling you. Don't get hung up on romantic love. Don't. Oh, here's Justice. Justice to the Eight of Swords. But my point being is that sometimes we get so hyper fixated on finding a romantic partner when there's so many types of love. Yeah, the candle's going crazy. She's rising. She's flickering. She's big boy. Like, having a best friend, like a true best friend, nothing beats it. Nothing beats it. Okay, okay, so what's going underneath? Okay, this, the Two of Pentacles. And I believe this is the High Priestess with that. Spirit's also showing me that I believe you're like a Queen of Swords. Yeah, they're showing me as this is your energy, but that this person coming in, they're like a Queen of Penties. So even though you are tribe, do you know what I mean? Your soul tribe, even if it's romantic, like I don't care what the dynamic of this relationship is, it really is a recognition. There's ease. There's an understanding of each other. That being said, though, you may literally be different signs. So, like, I'm a Gemini, but I have a lot of earth signs. Now, I do have Virgo rising, so that makes sense. And I am a cusper, Gemini on the cusp of Cancer. So I do tend to attract all the signs. And I love earth signs, like Capricorns. Oh man, you guys crack me right the fuck up. Capricorns are like the hidden comedic geniuses. Like, you can be cool and hard to crack, but your humor is on point. That's what gets me every time with a Capricorn. I love Capricorns. Taurus, you're so beautiful for so many different ways. But yeah, there can be this pacing. So going back to this balancing, it's like your tribe, but then there's these little flavors that just might require I don't see it as juggling. I see it as, because see, this isn't juggling. This is following the flow of two very distinct energies. So again, never stopping or getting stuck in one spot. So that way that there's room for varying and differing energies. Because I think where it collides is when the energies are either too much, but then it becomes like scales. Yeah, scales and trying to juggle. Whereas if you keep it like this. Okay. Well, let's clarify with do you want to continue on with this deck? Okay, well, let's clarify a little bit with this deck. Fool. The Fool is on the bottom here. Okay, so tell me about the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups to the Moon. Walking away from things. Oh, yeah. The heart ouchies. Big time. Okay, well, that makes sense. No mystery here. Don't need to be a psychic to know that. Okay. And the Knight of Pentacles. Or no, sorry. Oh, I thought this was the Knight of Swords. Sometimes with the diamonds, I think these as sharp. Oh, so this is, but I'm gonna run with it because I did see her writing, so I'm gonna say the Knight of Swords. But then going back into the Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles to the Sun. Ah, so yeah, you're moving towards the Sun. Oh, she's drawing a pentacle. I still think there's a communication. I'm gonna run with it. We have a bit of the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, but I love it. Either way, putting in the time into self, whatever it takes, no matter how long it takes, you will get there. And that's your commitment to yourself. Okay, I love it. And so now we're moving into that Sun, and because of that Sun and that commitment of time, of no matter how long it takes, just like with your garden, you're not really thinking about time. You're just thinking, okay, like, well, what has to be done? But you got all the time in the world for it. And see, now look at you. You're blooming. Okay. Tell me more about this Queen of Pentacles. The Four of Cups. See, now that you're in a good way, not any old cup will do. Do you know what I mean? Because you pour into you, love pours into you. You always know when you know. When you meet the soul tribe, when you meet your people, your kind, it's instant. That's the thing. If it's been a while and you're like, oh my God, how am I gonna know who I can trust? Who are my people? It's always about ease. And your first indication of toxic people is like, are you endlessly confused? How do you feel after you leave a hangout or your interactions with them? Confusion and internalizing the conflict is always an indicator. Just a PS. So yeah, you're using your, I was gonna say determination. You're using, what's the word? It's all of their little rumbling out here. It's driving me nuts. It's distracting. Yeah. See, I feel like this is distracting for you. Oh. Yeah, these 3 cups. Look, the plants got a little bit sad. See, like, I feel like you're like, I need to tend to this. Like, this is important to me, not this. You know what's important to me is if more people could quit hollering unnecessarily. Okay, so I love this. So you're focusing on yourself. Now the 2 of Cups is now being clarified by these little beauty queens. Look at these gorgeous gals. Hot to trot. They're smizing. They look gorgeous. I'm sold. If they're like, get in, loser, we're going somewhere, I'd be like, yes, I trust you. I'm here for it. You look fun. And there's 2 of Cups, 2 horsies. Well, and we do see, I mean, we get green going, but like blue. Okay. So someone's coming in. I see Justice again. Okay, but she can't see. So you might not realize that this person's coming in. So, oh, Lovers. Okay, so who is this person? They're coming towards you. But see, look, we don't see the face. Okay, well, I'm Snoopy and Scoopy. Who is this? Who's coming to see you? Who is coming to see you? Okay, wait, no. This is where I want. I still want to keep going with this. Okay. 2 cards. Okay, well, we have the 6 to the 6 of Penties. You might actually be going camping or something. Yeah, you might be doing something with some friends, or like, I don't know, there's something social here. See, the generosities with food, you know, when you have a picnic, when you have a dinner party, there's some kind of like nice event, a nice gathering. Okay. No, Spirit, I really do. These cards, I want to switch it up a little bit. Okay, whatever. Spirit wants this deck. What Spirit wants, Spirit gets. Okay, so let's clarify the Queen of Swords. Okay. Knight of Cups. See, the 2 again. Okay, so this could be reversed. You could be, yeah, you're that Queen of Penties, the person who's coming in as a Queen of Swords. Wow. Okay. Yeah, back to like the 3 of Penties. This kind of community gathering. Okay. This is the 5 of Wands, and I have to see what other card this is. Hold on. This is where I get confused sometimes. Okay, so this is the... Oh, it's the Devil. And the 5 of Wands. Well, why is the Devil... Why is Devi Devil showing up? I'm telling you, it's like this energy. It might even be like people, again, I'm hearing, not you, but green with jealousy. Yeah, someone doesn't want you to thrive. Again, going back to parents, it could be a family dynamic. This 9 of Wands, yeah, you have to defend yourself. Ugh. Okay, well, who's this Queen? Queen of Wands, then? Is this who you have to protect yourself from? The 3 of Wands. No. See, this is someone who actually wants to collaborate. Okay, so there's like a 3 of Pentacles. Okay, so you're minding your own business. A real cutie patootie shows up. But we've seen that you've kind of rejected an offer or some offers. So as things are getting really delightful for you, life wouldn't just be life if we didn't have some kind of hiccup here. So yeah, you're vibing and thriving, living your best life, finally, for a hot second. Yeah, and it's just like bullshit comes knocking on the door. But it seems like it's kind of like, it's just a little blip. So that's good. It's not overtaking the reading. Because then we just go back into this energy that you have with this actual cutie patootie and see, look, you're building a little, that looks like a little love shack, if you ask me. You know? Yeah? Exactly. Ace of Cups with Judgment. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Yeah, let it be known. Let it be known, my guy. I'm born of the year of Rooster. Yeah, let it out. Let it out. Let the world... Oh, with the King? Exactly. You're going to let the world know. This is my person. Yeah, you're going to let the whole world know. You're going to go marching around like little roosters do. 0 fucks. Yeah, you're going to parade around, irritate the fuck out of everybody. But you're over it. You're like, you know what? I deserve to thrive. I deserve to feel good. And I deserve to have people who actually aren't going to be crabs in the pot, who aren't going to get all pissy when something really nice and truly good happens to me. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, parade it. That's your right. Ooh, okay. So the Tower is coming in with the Six of Wands. So it's sudden and successful. Okay. Well, now I need to know what's... Here, let's get into the Little Witch deck here real quick. Oh, they still want... Okay, no, Spirit is not having it. We're just sticking with this deck. Okay, well, the truth. That's all it is the truth of you two. It being communicated. And I feel like it's gonna rock the foundations of, like, bigger things. Like, I don't know. You seem to have some people invested here. But either way, it is success, it is victory, it is triumph, it is honest, and it is true. Again, you can take it to the streets because it's the truth, it's real, it's tangible, and it's gonna be felt. Yeah. Beautiful. And I love these colors. To me, the divine counterparts always come together with blue and purple. Those are, to me, the colors of the divine masculine and the divine feminine, and that holy sacred union. And again, whether it's a best friend, a lover, a work partner, never underestimate when your little earth angels, your soul tribe, can come find you. Because again, when it's your people, it's like a coming home. And it is felt. It reverberates. Yeah. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Cock-a-doodle-doo. I love that. Okay. Well, can I get out some animal cards then? Okay, well, let's pull a couple of the spirit animal cards because I want to get a flavor for this person who's coming right on in. Okay, Grandmama. Tell me all about this person that the collective is about to connect to. This flame is going nutso babutso. She's excited. Oh. Otter spirit. You're never alone. See, this is what I mean. See that? They're in their little heart. And otters, they sleep on their backs at night, holding their little paws, drifting around together. And see, look, it's 42, which equals 6. That's love. Gorgeous. Sandpiper spirit. Be playful. You know what otters are? They're playful as fuck. They're gonna have a great time. They have their own little pouches in their body that they love to put in their own special rocks. Skunk spirit. Look at this little... Yeah, know your worth. This is what starts the whole reading, is when you walk away. That's knowing your worth. Because like I said in that reading this morning, when you look at people that you have loved your whole life, that have brought nothing but harm, and you go, you know what? I actually don't want what you have, because you don't have anything. And see, he's facing the past. Yeah, walking away. And skunks, they're so tender. Like, all they have is just their little stinky pouch to just be like, no thanks. They don't see very well, so they get frightened, and then they start spraying. I saw a little skunk got squished on the road yesterday. I love skunks. I love these little beauty queens. Yeah, that's the thing. That's what this whole message is about. I think, guys, this weekend, this is some time to go buy yourself a new journal or whatever it is. Get bathy, make a whole ceremony. Put people to bed. Have a little ceremony, a little, a funeral. Make a funeral pyre, and if you can, like a little safe and closed little fire. You can burn stuff. Yeah. Set it free. Set it free and let love come in and wash it away. And just let your whole heart be open to whoever this person is. Well, they're playful, and I think you could really use that. Okay. Well, let's get a couple flavors of you. Let's get 3 cards for you to go with your little skunk, otter, sandpiper. Yeah, because the sandpipers, in the waves, they run and then they run away. They chase the waves. Oh, yeah. See, someone's gonna be flirty and playful, you know? Oh, look at you. You're a big boy, big girl. Look at you. Hawk. Oh, yeah. I know I've got some hawk people in the crowd. Yeah, it's one of my son's middle names. And he is a little hawk. Oh, and you're hummingbird and peacock. Oh, my lord. My Lanta. Okay, so let spirit be your guide. This is spiritual. This is grandma coming through. Be here now. Exactly. And let it shine. All the things that we get punished and made fun of are the very exact things that make you beautiful. And just kiss the chef. All the things that we internalize and think are just cruddy about ourselves because terrible human beings place that upon us, it's not true. And see, look, this to me is like the throat chakra, because this guy's got a real long neck. So this to me is like, and it's blue. So going back to cock-a-doodle-doo. Yeah, march around. Celebrate yourself. Like, really celebrate yourself. And not in a way, just remember, as God's people, we don't crawl before anyone, because we're all equal. Spirit to spirit, we're all equal. Doesn't mean that our behaviors are equal. So don't crawl before anyone. You're beautiful. You're not less than or above anyone. But because of that, you're allowed to just shine. Just be you. Yeah, see, look, you got your crown on your head. Exactly. And some of you might be small and mighty, just like me. I'm a little pony. Yeah. Oh, speaking of little pony, yeah. Yeah, some of you might be a little pony, just like me. Freedom is yours. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. Okay. Well, I'm gonna leave it there. That's kiss the chef. That is kiss the chef. You know what you need to do? Got a little bit of homework? Go release it. Because I'm telling you, when you purge, again, going into a Marie Kondo, because you're gonna make space. And it's clean in there. It's nice, you know? And it makes space for the people who can actually see you and who know how magnificent you truly are. And remember, you don't need to earn love. Love isn't earned. That's conditional. Right here, right now. In whatever state you're in, you're perfect. You don't need to earn anything. Your body doesn't need to be 5 pounds less. You don't need to get rid of your stretch marks, your gray hair, whatever. You're perfect. And everyone on this planet has every right to sit at the table. We all deserve to have great things. This world is for all of us, not just a select few. It's for all of us. And we all have gifts and abilities and things that make us just us, including dirt kicking snakes. Like, that's the sad part, is that we all hold the key. We all have gifts and abilities that make us special, that no one else has. No one else can be you. Okay, guys, that's the assignment. Go love the shit out of yourself. Go celebrate. Go do some unearthing. Let that shit go. Celebrate it. Then let your freak flag fly. Try to say that fast. Freak flag fly. Freak flag fly. Oh, that one's tricky. Okay. Well, I'm off. I'm off to go be out in this beautiful world and to transmute it myself. Okay. Again, today's the day of Venus. Yeah, pour into yourself. Rediscover your beauty. And venerate it. Not in a cocky way, but just in a factual way. You're beautiful. Stay blessed. Stay golden.